Hi guys, welcome to Short Nail Life. So in today's video, as you saw from the thumbnail, we are doing Marvin the Martian nails. As you can see on the screen, I've done this on myself. I just didn't film it, so I decided to film it and show you guys how I did it. And I'm gonna be honest, I did a better job on my own nails. I don't know what is it about filming. It just makes stuff 10 times harder to do, but I got it together and I'm showing you guys how I did it. But I'm sure you guys can probably do a better job because you're not filming it. So yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to see how I created this set. So as you can see right now, I'm just creating ombres on the pointer and the pinky. I feel like I'm doing a lot of glitter ombres lately, but I'm obsessed with glitter right now. My next set is not going to have glitter ombres in it. I can promise you that, guys. The next set will not have it. So I am taking this green glitter polish and I'm putting it on my nails. This is just to be a background color because I did not want to just put the glitter on the nails and have it be see-through. I wanted it to read green, if that makes sense. And if you're wondering why I picked green, it's because Marvin the Martian's hat is green and I really wanted to tie the nails in with Marvin the Martian. And what you see me doing right now is actually taking a sponge, a makeup sponge. I just cut it a little bit and I'm just blending in that ombre line so it won't be harsh. I did do 2 coats of that. I did the other coat off camera, and now what I'm doing is I'm taking Madame Glam's Super Cat Eye and I'm going to do 1 coat on both the ring and the middle nail. And I do have a discount code with Madame Glam. It's always in the description box. This is something I would definitely recommend to pick up. I've never had a cat eye work this easily. So yes, pick this up if you're struggling with your cat eyes. So right now what you see me doing is playing with this magnet. I could not find mine when I was doing my own nails, and I finally found my whole little hidden gem of magnets. So I was trying to see what each one does, and I kind of still don't get what each one does other than the one I use on the other nail, the ring nail. But that's fine. That is okay. I'll keep playing with those. So right now I needed to make a jelly black. Since I use a cat eye, I really wanted that nail to be black in the background. I have no clue why, but I did do this on my nails as well. But I was going for a galaxy theme, and in my mind, black. It has to be black. So that's why I put the Super Cat Eye down first, and then I did go back on top of it with this jelly black mixture that I'm making. And you want to add as much black as you want to. You know how much you want it to see through. You can make it darker, you can make it lighter. It's whatever you guys like. And so this is what I got to, and I'm just putting, I actually think I did 3 coats on this nail today because I really wanted it to read dark or black. So I think I did 3 coats. I can't remember. And then this is the glitter I want to use. So as you can see, I use that black and green and then this star mixture. And this is why I put that green down under there as well. Like I said, I wanted it to read green like Marvin Martian's hat. And I also wanted to add the black in because his face is black. So yeah, I really wanted to tie in as much as I could. The only thing, I actually kind of tied in the red as well. I just did it in a different way, which you'll see with the stars. They are like a chameleon shift. They have that reddish tone in it. So yeah, I was pulling all of the colors from Marvin Martian and putting it into these nails. And I did do 2 coats of this black glitter mix. I cured that first coat that you saw, and this is the second coat. And I'm just putting the stars in this second coat. And there's small stars in here, there's big stars, and then there's also hexes, small and large hexes in this mix. And that's kind of what you see me doing, is adding in the hexes, but you can't really see it on camera, so I kind of cut some of that footage, but I did add in a lot more so they can sparkle. But it's something you really see more in the light. And like I said, they have that reddish, greenish, orange kind of shift to them, and I thought they looked perfect with this set. I thought that was really pretty. And I did get this glitter from the Colors World. I'm not sure which mix it is. I actually have a haul that I did show these in, and I will leave a link to the haul if you want to see the glitter that I purchased in that haul. And it was just a glitter haul. So I'm just going to fill in that pointer, and I'm going to fill in I'm filling in all of the nails but the ring nail, and you'll see why in a moment. So I am actually moving my apex in today's video a little bit. I don't think you can tell, but I put it slightly further down the nail because if you watch a lot of my videos, you know I like my apex closer to the cuticle area. I'm just trying something new, trying to stay, I don't know what I'm trying to, how I'm trying to explain it, but I'm just trying to keep learning. That's what I want to say. I'm trying to keep learning. So I moved it because I also like that look and I really wanted to try that out as well. So what you see me doing right now is I forgot that I had glitter in my nails on this one. So I had to go back in and mix it in there. I just used some of that star glitter mix with the green shift and red shift. What I forgot was that I did put some of the black and green mixed on there as well, so I didn't even put that in this set, but it was on my original set. So now I'm just filling this nail in. I am struggling so much with the ring finger lately. Usually I struggle with the pinky, but now I'm struggling with the ring finger. I don't know what it is about it. I think it may be my hand, it may be me, I don't know, but I always struggle with one finger at a time. So maybe next it will be the middle finger. I have no clue. Please excuse my nails. I'll explain what happened to them in a second. But I'm putting this base coat on and it looked very blurry. So I remembered that trick with the Young Nail protein buns, which is what I'm showing you. So I wanted to see if it was actually true, if it does make a difference, because I keep doing it, but I don't know. I felt like it was, but I don't know. So I did do it on these two nails, and then the other two I just put base coat on so I can have a proper scientific answer, I guess you could say. So that's what I did. But my nails, I took them off, I filed them down, and I filed my free edge back so I wouldn't pick at them. I still left too much, and I did have product on my nails, so when I went to peel my nails, I ended up peeling off that layer, the thin layer I had on top. So that's why they look so bad. I do fix them for the next video. Well, I put base coat and top coat on it for the next video, so you don't have to look at it. But yeah, I really need to get this video filmed, so I didn't have time. But yeah, it will get fixed. Please ignore them. And if my fingers look ashy, it is because I have on sunscreen. I'm trying to be better about protecting my skin, especially when it's so close to that lamp all the time. So yeah, I do have on sunscreen, and just in case you're like, wow, your hands are ashy. They're not. I do have on sunscreen. So I did just matte top coat the middle and ring, and then I did glossy top the pointer and the pinky because I'm done with the pointer and pinky. I'm not going to do anything else, and I'm just wiping off the matte top coat right now, and I'm going to let you see the difference with the protein bun. So the pointer does not have protein bun, the pinky does, and in person it works. I saw a clear difference. It looks so much clearer. I don't know what it is about the protein bun that makes it so much clearer, but it did. So I will say that trick does work. In my personal opinion, it works. So next up, I have this white ink by Madam Glam. So what I'm doing right now is just putting it around the nails, because in my original nail set, I actually filed off that black layer where I did the jelly black. I filed it off around the cuticles, and in my thought process was to fix it up by putting this white ink around it, and I really liked the way it looked on the nails, so I decided to keep it. I honestly still don't know what I'm doing with when it comes to ink, but the only way I can learn is if I keep trying to play with it and see how it works. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm using acetone instead of alcohol. And I'm going to take this white and I'm just going to draw some stars. I'm going to do majority of this star off camera because I kept hitting the camera and it kept shaking up and down, and I'm so sorry about that. Also went out of frame, so sorry about that, but I did do a little bit of this star off camera. And I will say I did mess this star up. You probably can't tell, but it wasn't supposed to be this big or this shape. I just wanted it to be like a a simple 4-point star where it's just up, down, and to the sides. But I ended up having to fill it in because I kept making it too wide, and I couldn't take it off with alcohol because of the white ink under it. I didn't put matte top coat on top of it, so if I felt like if I wiped it off with the alcohol, it probably would have came up with it as well. So I just went with it. It's not my favorite, but I went with it. So I've cured that, and now I'm just going to top coat it because I'm done. I'm not doing anything else to this nail. I love it just the way that it is. I am going to put matte top coat on this nail because if I mess up Marvin Martian, I want to be able to wipe the nail off with alcohol, because that's where I went wrong with the nail beside it. I should have put down a matte top coat before I started drawing the stars, but it's fine. It all came together. But here are the colors I'm going to use for Marvin Martian. That was a red by Beatles. This is my black by Rosalind. And this is the number C013. I also use this Madam Glam Boy Bye, and again, if you want to check out Madam Glam, there is a code down in the description box down below. And then I also use this yellow from Beatles, and I mixed this with the red to get an orange. That's for the top of the hat because I didn't have an orange the color that I wanted. And then this green I mixed with the Madam Glam's Boy Bye to get the actual color of the hat or helmet. I don't know what he's wearing. But yeah, that's what I did. So I honestly have to draw an outline to do my characters right now. I feel like that's the easiest for me. I can't really do that color block technique yet, but I am following a tutorial, and I'll link the tutorial that I followed down below. And it's just an outline sketch. You have to actually go in and fill it in yourself, like figure out the details yourself. But I felt like I was more comfortable watching that, and I feel like I did a great job the first time, but this time I think it was just because I was filming and I hit the camera so much. So I'm going to take this hand off the stand I usually use, which is why it's going to be further away in a second. I just could not get my hand the way I needed it to, and so that's why it's so far down below right now, and I hope you guys can still see it. But yeah, it was really hard to film and draw this, but I still love the way it turned out. I am not mad about my results at all. It was a little difficult to get there, but I really like it, and I feel like I can see my improvement. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I feel like at least I can tell this is Marvin Martian. Unlike my frozen nails I did a few months ago, you could not tell that was Olaf. You cannot tell me that you thought that was Olaf. But I was super proud of that too. I was very happy about that Olaf because it at least looked like a character to me. So I was very excited about that. But it just means that I'm growing because I feel like this was recognizable at least. Fun fact, this was actually my brother's favorite Looney Tune. Mine has always been Layla. I'm just sitting here listening back at my voiceover, and I realized I just kept calling her Layla. Her name is Lola. She was supposed to be my favorite character, and I'm sitting here calling her Layla. Wow. Back to the regular voiceover. I don't know why. Layla Bunny, that was my character right there. Every time she was on the screen, it was like, that's me. You know how when you were little, you picked the character that was supposed to be you? That was me when I was little. So yeah, please tell me what was your favorite Looney Tune character. I would love to know. So I'm just, like I said, I'm creating the entire outline. This is just telling me how to draw this. My proportions are going to be a little bit off. I felt like my proportions were a lot better with my nails because they were shorter, and I feel like I really went and filled out maroon more. I felt like his face was too small, and I should have made it a little bit bigger for this nail, if that makes sense. So that's something I really need to learn how to work with, is proportions, and I don't know how to fix that. If you guys draw, let me know if there's a video or something I can watch that will help me learn about how to do proportions, because I struggle with that. So this is my second coat of doing his face, and this is just so I'm fixing up that line to make it look not so shaky. And I feel like if you're a beginner trying to draw a character, I picked Marvin Martian simply for the fact that all he did have really were eyes. I didn't have to worry about a nose or a mouth. I didn't have to get any of that correct. I thought this is a super easy beginner character. So if you're trying to break out into it like I am, definitely try to do this one because it is very simple. I feel like I made it harder than it had to be in some spots. But if you follow that tutorial or you find a tutorial that you can follow, it's very easy once they break it down for you. So definitely try that. So right now I'm just going in and I'm putting my colors everywhere they need to be. Again, my proportion is off with his shirt and his arms, but I tried. I'm happy with it. I am not gonna lie, I'm very happy with this. So I am just filling up the top of his head. I don't know what this broom thing is. I've never known what it was, and I didn't do the complete thing, which I'm gonna show you later on. I didn't complete it. But now I'm just going to draw his eyes. This is actually the part where I got a little frustrated because I could not get his eyes perfect at all. Off camera, you aren't going to see it, but I did a lot of cleanup to get to the point I got to. I had to keep going in and kind of fixing the eyes up because I felt like one was bigger than the other and I needed to scale the other one down. But as a cartoon character, I feel like you probably couldn't tell because sometimes the one eye is bigger in some of the cartoon characters. So yeah, don't stress yourself out about things like this. I feel like because sometimes even if it's a little off, it still works. So with these eyes, I dotted them in, but I actually elongated them with a brush. But again, I kept hitting the camera with the brush, so you couldn't really see what I was doing. But just know I kind of made them a little bit longer with my liner brush. So right now, I am doing all of the line art for Marvin Martian's entire face and his body that I have on the nail. And I'm just kind of adding details. Again, I'm going to finish this off camera because I kept hitting the camera. It was just too close and I couldn't get it. So yeah, I have outlined everything and now I'm just going to top coat it with this shiny top coat. And most of the time, a lot of people will matte top coat their characters, but I'm not confident yet with the matte top coat, but I will show you guys this matte because I really wanted to see the details as well, see if how much I improved. So I'm just showing you, I didn't add that little broom thing at the top of his hat. And I didn't do like the detailing where there's a circle up there. I tried, but it was too tiny for my eyes to see. So I just quit trying. So this is the nail matte. And something was very off about the hat, and I kept looking at the hat and I realized that it was supposed to be one more line up there. So since it's already matte, I decided to go ahead, add that line, and then top coat it, buff it and top coat it again. And I did buff it before I put the matte top coat on again. But this is my final product. Here is my nails again in case you're curious. But I was just want to say thank you guys for joining me. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do videos twice a week. I want you to have an amazing weekend. Bye.